Yay. Let's get it. Straighten out everything. No, I gotta get that shoe shine up and gunning. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Now we gotta get that shoe shine up and going. Run it back. Blessed love and blessed night. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is real life boxing. We got 3 big rematches coming up. 2 before the end of the year. That would be AJ, Anthony Joshua, against the Snicker King, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. We got Jamel CHARLO versus Tony Superbad Harrison. That is on December 21st. And start of 2020, the big heavyweight rematch. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder against Tyson Fury. And y'all see the title. Yeah. I said AJ, he needs to defeat Andy Ruiz in the rematch. I said CHARLO, he needs to KO Harrison in the rematch. And I said Wilder, he needs to KO Fury in the rematch as well. And we'll get into why all of these things must happen for these guys. But before we do, y'all smash on that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, so you can be notified when all things are being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Hey, y'all smash on the like button as y'all come in. Let's talk about this boxing, man. First rematch, AJ against the Snicker King, Andy Ruiz. Man, I'm excited about that rematch. I think the whole boxing world is excited about that rematch. Shit, if you're not, you should be. But that's in 2 weeks, to be exact. A week from next Saturday. It's gonna be lit. I say AJ needs to beat Andy Ruiz. Like I said in previous videos, I think that everybody expected Anthony Joshua to win the first fight. I mean, there were people that picked Andy Ruiz, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, AJ being the heavyweight juggernaut, you know what I'm saying? Most people expected AJ to win the fight. I expected AJ to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he lost the fight in a shocking manner. You know what I'm saying? Dropped a few times, dribbled off the canvas, beat up. A lot of talk surrounding that fight. A lot of concussion discussions. AJ was concussed. Not just during the fight, he was concussed before the fight. Beat up in sparring by Joey DeWaco. And all types of rumors, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a good look for AJ. It wasn't a good night for AJ. He lost that fight in shocking manner, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think that most of us expected AJ to win that fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, some people, you know what I'm saying, went out on a limb and picked Andy Ruiz to win the fight. But for the most part, I feel like most people picked. Most people were definitely going with AJ to win the fight. You know what I mean? So, for the simple fact that he did not win the fight in the manner in which he didn't win the fight, you know what I'm saying, was Yeah, he took a bad hit that night. You know what I'm saying? Real bad hit. So he needs to come back and do his thing against Andrew Ruiz in this rematch. You know what I'm saying? People are coming out and saying that he's getting beat up in sparring by Andrew Tabiti. I just did a video on that. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think that's the. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? AJ getting beat up in sparring by Andrew Tabiti. But rumors are coming out saying that AJ is getting beat up in sparring by Andrew Tabiti. But Naughty Pearlist, what's good, bro? Y'all smash on that like button. Yeah, there's talks about AJ getting beat up in sparring now by Andrew Tabiti, which I highly doubt. But like I said, I feel like people are just overlooking AJ in this fight hard. You know what I'm saying? People thinking that Andrew Ruiz is gonna come in and just stump on AJ. That's the vibe that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? And I don't particularly like it, man. People need to put some respect on AJ's name. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The rumors talking about Tabiti. Tabiti ain't beating up AJ in no sparring, man. Y'all crazy. And Tabiti ain't beating up on nobody but them damn pads that Floyd Mayweather Sr. is holding. You know what I mean? But I feel like AJ needs to come out and do his thing in this fight, man. Like, he needs to come out and do his thing. That's how I honestly feel. You know what I'm saying? He needs to come out and dominate Andrew Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in there rushing the knockout, trying to trade with Andrew Ruiz. He needs to go in there and systematically dominate and break down Andrew Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? And show Andrew Ruiz and the world why he's AJ. You know what I'm saying? That he is what everybody thought he was. You know what I'm saying? That he wasn't a fluke, that he wasn't a hype job. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like AJ needs to go in there and get the job done. It's not a good look. It's gonna be kind of hard for him to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Taking 2 losses in a row by Andrew Ruiz, especially if he gets knocked out in this fight. Feel me? Especially if he gets knocked out in this fight. It's gonna be a real. It's gonna be a bad look for AJ, and it's gonna be tough for him to bounce back from it if he do get knocked out. That's my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? Killer, what's good, Killer? He's gonna get whooped again. I know, Killer. You keep saying that, but I'm rocking with AJ, man. I'm rocking with AJ. AJ needs to come out and do his thing in this fight. He needs to come out and do his thing in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Ruiz, who I was listening to an interview from Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez was on him. Abel Sanchez say Andrew Ruiz, he only likes to train certain days of the week. He don't like to train all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of lazy. And honestly, that's what I kind of see from Andrew Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? Especially since he got that money bag now. You know what I'm saying? He picked up a huge bag. So he might be the one coming in this time the way AJ came in the first fight thinking he was going to walk over Andrew Ruiz. He was on Miami Beach, you know what I'm saying, with his shirt off, running, posing for the girls and shit, taking pictures. He thought Andrew Ruiz was going to be a walkover. But I think this time Andrew Ruiz could be the one thinking that AJ is going to be a walkover. Andrew Ruiz told AJ, you quit. You quit. Oh, shots fired. Yeah, I can't wait. That shit's in a couple weeks, Killer. That shit's in a couple weeks. Hell yeah, he did. He told AJ to his face, you quit. That shit's in a couple weeks. 2 weeks to be exact. AJ didn't quit. AJ didn't quit. But, hey, we'll see in 2 weeks, man. Killer says, yes, he did. Yes, he did. AJ said when he got dropped, he got up, he stepped out, the referee pushed him back in, and then the referee asked him if he wanted to continue. He said yes, and the referee waved him off. But at this point, it don't even matter. We'll see what's popping in the rematch. It's in a couple weeks, and I'm excited about it, man. Killer said that is a lie. I'm excited about it, man. AJ looks rough. Hair's rough. No cut. Facial hair. Slimmed down. Andy Ruiz. He says he slimmed down. But I don't know. We'll see. You just watched the Killer? But yeah, man, that rematch is going to be lit, man. That rematch is going to be lit. I'm excited about the rematch. Like I said, I feel like AJ got to come out. He got to come out and do his thing. He got to come out and do his thing. He got the whole boxing world looking at him like, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't nobody. Like he wasn't just the unified champs, the unified defending champion. You know what I'm saying? For a couple years, he got the whole boxing world like they already forgot that AJ was a monster. You know what I'm saying? So AJ needs to come back and do his thing against the Snicker King, man. He really do. He's gonna be all rah-rah. Shit. He is gonna be all rah-rah in the early rounds. He needs to come out and put the beats by Dre, as CJ would say. He needs to come out and put the beats by Dre on the Snicker King. You know what I'm saying? No lie. AJ needs to come out and do his thing against Andy Ruiz, man. Next online, December 21st, Charlo versus Tony Superbad Harrison. And these two, Snicker King gonna stop him late. Hey, we're gonna watch the fight together, Killer. Know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. I'm rooting for AJ. He's rooting for the Snicker King. I'm saying we'll see what happens. Charlo against Tony Superbad Harrison. This one is gonna be one for the ages. This one is gonna be fun. These dudes just don't like each other, talking mad shit to each other. Oh man. The presses for these fights, man, unbelievable, legendary. But I put in the title, man. Charlo, he gotta stop Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna get a victory trying to go in there and box with Tony Harrison. He needs to stop Tony Harrison because that's what was supposed to happen in the first fight. So he gotta come back and do it in this fight, man. He ain't getting no victory chasing Tony Harrison around the ring. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison's gonna be on his bike trying to counterpunch. And Charlo's not getting no victory. Doing what he did in the first fight, chasing Tony Harrison around the ring. You know what I'm saying? While Tony Harrison is literally trying to have one foot out the damn ring. You know what I'm saying? Counterpunching every once in a while. Felt like Charlo needs to go in there and put the beats on him. But he don't need to rush it. He don't need to rush it. That's like Him and Wilder, when Wilder fought Fury, the first time Wilder was trying to rush the KO. Same thing like CHARLO. When he fought Harrison, he was trying to rush the KO. He don't need to rush it. If he tries to rush it, Tony Harrison gonna do the same shit that he did to him in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? And Jermell Charlo ain't gonna win that. Ain't gonna win the fight that way. Tony Harrison scooting around the ring, running around the ring, damn near with 1 foot out the ring, countering every once in a while because Charlo's throwing wild shots, leaning forward, going off balance and shit. I want Charlo, but I like Harrison. Yeah, Harrison, I mean, he fought good in the first fight though. Well, he fought real scared though, but you know what I'm saying? He fought good enough to not get knocked out. But Charlo hit him with some shit a few times. Rocked him with some looping shits a few times. But I feel like Charlo needs to win that fight by KO, man. He can't go in there playing around with Tony Harrison. And he needs to be disciplined in his attack, man, and in his approach. Jermell Charlo. Just going in there trying to wing, and I hope he got the timing on that right hand. He needs to go do some work with, with Wilder. Because he throws his jab and then he cocks back his right hand and that throws off the timing. That's why Tony Harrison is always able to get away from the right hand. The right hand got to come right after that jab. Fast, just like Wilder shit. Wilder shit. Bow, bow. Right hand came right after that. Bow, bow. I'm saying, wow, wow, fast. Tony Harrison, he cocks back. I mean, Jermell Charlo, he cocks back. I'm saying he throws his jab and then he cocks back the right hand. I'm saying fucks up the timing. And then Tony Harrison is able to get away from his right hand. The right hand needs to come, and that right hand exactly right out the holster. No cocking back. You know what I'm saying? And you give them a little bit of time to see it, then they could adjust. You know what I'm saying? And Jermell Charlo stayed doing that shit the first fight. Stayed doing that the first fight. Pulling back, throwing his jab and pulling back. I'm saying that shit needs to come out. Wow, wow. I'm saying fast and clean. Wow, wow. I mean, can't be no delay on it. Can't be no delay on it. Tony Harrison's going to get away from it every time. You know I'm saying? Stop cocking back that bow and arrow shit. She needs to come right after it. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? So he needs to approach Tony Harrison, like I said, discipline. You know what I'm saying? A disciplined approach, a disciplined attack behind the jab. And like I said, he was working behind the jab in the first fight, but he was just rushing. And like I said, his timing with the two was off. So hopefully him and Derrick James have worked on that. You know what I'm saying? In the off season, on training camp and in training camp. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the right hand right behind the jab and not cocking back on it. The timing needs to be good. You know what I'm saying? On that right hand, like, needs to be perfect. Or else he's not going to be able to land it on Tony Harrison. He's going to struggle again like he did in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? Because in the first fight, he was working behind the jab, but it's the timing. I mean, timing and shit was off. Go to the body early, too. That's another thing, too, because he didn't go to the body enough in the first fight. And I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? He's a good body puncher. I know he's not a volume body puncher like that. Like, he doesn't punch to the body a lot, but he's a good body puncher. Both of them, and neither one of them did hardly any body work in the first fight. But they definitely need to implement some body work into this fight. And I feel like Jermell Charlo, especially because I'm talking about Jermell Charlo, if he wants to get his belt back and he wants to beat Tony Harrison, I feel like he definitely needs to implement some body work, be disciplined in his attack, behind the jab. Like Killer said, go to the body early and get the timing down good on that right hand. You know what I'm saying? Because the timing was off on the right hand. And if the timing is off on the right hand, the timing is going to be off, you know what I'm saying, on the rest of the punches. That right hand needs to come out the holster right after the jab. Bab, bab. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah. You know what I mean? No pause. Give them no time to see it, no time to adjust to it. You know what I mean? Just like Wilder did to Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? You see the speed that the right hand came behind the jab. The speed that Wilder's right hand came out after he threw that little flicking jab at Ortiz was legendary. You know what I'm saying? Slow those legs down, exactly, killer. Because Tony Harrison, he's gonna be, he's gonna be on his bike, and and he's coming off of an ankle injury. So how good is Tony Harrison's legs really gonna be? You know what I'm saying? If he was really injured, you know what I'm saying? If he really had an ankle injury, how good is his legs really gonna be? You know what I mean? And how good is his chin gonna be? Because supposedly he got dropped in sparring, and that's what made him twist his ankle. Supposedly he got dropped in sparring. He got clipped, went down bad on his ankle, and it was a wrap. But you know what I mean? Who knows? But how good is his legs actually gonna be if he's just coming off of an ankle injury? Hasn't been able to run. You know what I mean? Think about that, because the ankle injury, what happened in June, when they were supposed to fight in June. So it's what, December now, a couple months, or 6 months. Yeah, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, 6 months, 5-6 months. Yeah. So how good has that ankle healed, and how much work has he actually been able to do on that foot? You know what I mean? And he can wear Tims. You know what I'm saying? No, that dude, man. He ain't have no ankle injury, man. He ain't have no ankle injury, killer. He faked the whole thing. Oh shit. Hey, y'all smash on that like button if y'all have not smashed on the like button already, man. Super chats is live. Donation links is in the description of the video. Yeah, ain't shit wrong with his ankle. That's the same way I feel. I'm saying, but I'm really excited about that rematch also. You know what I'm saying? That rematch is gonna be lit. Like I said, the presses for both of for the presses, you know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The presses be legendary. You know what I'm saying? These dudes be wilding out in the presser. But that should be a good fight as well, man. And then we got the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder versus Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Hey, killer. Hey, I'm with you on that, man. I think Tyson Fury is going to pull out of that shit, man. I think Tyson Fury is going to pull out of that fight. I seen an article come out today. His assistant trainer already said there's possibilities that Tyson Fury might not make that fight. I think Tyson Fury is going to pull out. He will not show up. I think he's going to pull out of that fight, man. He's been pretty busy. WWE, UFC. I honestly think that he's going to pull out of that fight. I don't know why I think that, but I do think that he's going to pull out of that fight. I really think he's going to pull out of that fight. And honestly, if he pulls out of that fight, this will be his second time, right? This will be his second time pulling out of the rematch, right? I think if he pulls out of this rematch, man, shame on Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Already, I feel like people give him way too much credit. Where already I feel like people give him way too much credit where this lineal title is concerned. I mean, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand it, but it's been years since this dude beat Vladimir Klitschko. It's been years, like literally years since he beat Vladimir Klitschko. So I don't understand like why people are still on that lineal title shit. Meanwhile, this dude is fighting straight nobodies. You know what I'm saying? And then they could say what they want to say about Wilder not fighting. I mean, Wilder's fought Fury, Ortiz twice, his mandatory Brazil, Stavern twice. You know what I'm saying? Fury's just fighting Otto Valin, Tom Schwartz, you know what I'm saying, all of these dudes. And I feel like everybody's always talking shit about Wilder's resume, but if Wilder, honestly, if Wilder goes on to beat Tyson Fury and then he beats, let's say Andy Ruiz does beat Anthony Joshua, right? And I'm saying Andy Ruiz beating Anthony Joshua because Andy Ruiz is on the PBC side of the street, and that would be the easiest fight to make. So let's say Andy Ruiz does beat Anthony Joshua. If Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury in a rematch and then fights Andy Ruiz after Andy Ruiz beats AJ, if he beats AJ, and then he beats Andy Ruiz, and then he goes on to, let's say he fights AJ, goes on to fight AJ, beats AJ, and then goes on to fight a couple of the young heavyweights coming up, Kalnaki, Ajagbe, you know what I mean? All those, you could throw Dillian White in there. If he goes on to beat, let's say 5-6 of those names that I just mentioned, I don't think there's much that you could say about his resume. You know what I'm saying? Because every time he beats somebody, people always have an excuse for it. You know what I'm saying? If he does beat Tyson Fury in the rematch, they're going to have an excuse for it. They won't give him his full credit. You don't walk away for all that time. Come back, you're not champion. Exactly. Come back and you haven't beat anybody and you're just still regarded as a lineal champion. Don't say White's name. Hey, but White is in the talks. You know what I'm saying? I know he's the B sample is still out there, but I'm just hypothetically saying, you know what I'm saying? If even throw Chisora on there, throw because some of those British heavyweights got to be in the topic too. You know what I'm saying? Throw Chisora in there. AJ, Chisora, White. If he beats two of them, AJ in White or Chisora, and then Adam Kalnaki, Tyson Fury, Andy Ruiz, if he ever does fight Anthony Joshua. I don't think there's really much that people could say about the dude's resume. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I don't really think there's much that people could say about his resume. Because people don't be trying to give him no credit, you know what I'm saying, about his resume. And I feel him, you know what I'm saying? But he was built slow. He was moved slow. You know what I'm saying? But now, at this point in his career, he's got to go on, you know what I'm saying, put his foot on the pedal and fight all of these mid to top name contenders. You know what I'm saying? At least all the names that everybody's saying. You know what I mean? And then nobody can have shit to say about Wilder's resume, about his career, about his accolades. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing Wilder and AJ the same thing right now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to give Wilder no respect. They ain't trying to give AJ no respect. You know what I'm saying? So shit is crazy. But I understand more so for why they would be not giving AJ the respect. You know what I'm saying? Just got thumped by Andy Ruiz, was getting dribbled off the court. Ain't nobody's dribbled Wilder off the court yet. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So I understand it more so for AJ, but still gotta put some respect on his name. He was the unified champion, you know what I'm saying, for years. So just can't be acting like the dude wasn't dominating, you know what I'm saying, on his side of the pond. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm excited about all of these fights coming up. You know what I'm saying? AJ and Ruiz in Saudi Arabia, and it might. Hey, some boxing politics might come into that fight too. You know what I'm saying? They in Saudi Arabia. There's been talks of no drug testing, no VADA testing for that fight. Who knows? There's no athletic commission in Saudi Arabia, so who knows? Some boxing politics might come into play in that fight, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That shit that's out of our control. You know what I'm saying? We can't control none of that shit. We just got to go on and watch it and rock with it. You know what I'm saying? And hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? hope for what we want to happen. But I'm excited. Good finish to the year in boxing. That's the way. That's the only way your boy gets win. Hey, you got Spike O'Sullivan against Jaime Munguia. Nah, but yeah, real talk though. Hey, some politics might come into that fight. You know what I'm saying? It's in Saudi Arabia, like I said. There is no, it's in Saudi Arabia. There is no athletic commission in Saudi Arabia. I don't believe there's no boxing commission. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, politics could play a major part in the fight. I hear there's no VADA testing. Hey, who knows? No VADA testing for the fight. It's not a good look. Spike is getting thumps. I highly agree with you, Killer. Spike is gonna get thumped. Spike is gonna get thumped. Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you on that one. Spike is definitely gonna get thumped. But yeah, man, let's do a quick rundown before we get out of here real quick. Like I said, AJ against the Snicker King, Andy Ruiz. That's going down December 7th on the Zone. I will try to go live for that fight. Gonna try to start going back live for these fights, you know what I'm saying, like we used to. But that fight's December 7th, and like I said, it's gonna be lit. I feel like AJ needs to come and show out, man. AJ needs to come and show out. You know what I mean? AJ needs to come and get his belts back from AJ from Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? I don't want to see AJ go out like that. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm a Wilder fan, but I don't want to see AJ go out like that. AJ, go get your belts back, man, and do what you got to do, and let's get this fight up and popping with Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz, they can fight anytime. You know what I'm saying? They're on the PBC side of the street. I mean, Wilder knock Andy Ruiz's ass out anyway, but that's what I think. Honestly. Jamel Charlo and Tony Harrison, December 21st. And like I said, I feel like Jamel needs to go in there, and he needs to win that fight by stoppage, man. Because I don't think he could go in there playing around with Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Chasing him around the ring like he did the first time. Not being smart, not being intelligent, just trying to rush the knockout. I don't think he can go in there and fight the same type of fight and win that fight on points. He's going to need a knockout to beat Tony Harrison. I believe that he needed a knockout to win the first fight, and that's why he did not get the decision. And I believe that he needs to get the stoppage to win this fight. Killer Kill says go to the body early. Again, I am full agreement. Break down Tony Harrison, go to the body, take the legs away from him. He said he had an injured leg. Go in there and test it, man. Go in there and test it. Put the pressure on him. See how good he's able to move around the ring. Go to the body. Go work behind the jab. Be smart. Be disciplined. And don't rush. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, like I said, y'all worked on the timing with that 2 coming behind the 1 in training camp. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, I don't know, because I really don't think that Tyson Fury is going to make the rematch. But same scenario, I think that the Bronze Bomber needs to knock out Tyson Fury, and I think that he will knock out Tyson Fury. I think that we can see that the Bronze Bomber has been working in training camp and on the off season on straightening out that right hand, and the timing is down packed. You know what I'm saying? The timing is down packed. That was something that Wilder was doing in the first fight against Fury too. Also throwing his jab and cocking back again. He was rushing the knockout like CHARLO, throwing the jab, cocking back, bow and arrow, and just taking all the timing off of the right hand. You know what I mean? But Wilder has definitely been working on straightening out that right hand, and we've seen it on 2 different occasions after the first Tyson Fury fight. So we know for a fact that he's been working out on throwing the right hand straighter, and that he has been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Wilder needs to knock out Tyson Fury in a rematch, and I think that he will knock out Tyson Fury in the rematch if Tyson Fury shows up. Killer Kill says he will not show up, and I'm in agreement again. I don't think that Tyson Fury, for some reason, I just don't think that he's gonna show up for that fight, man. He's been real busy with his real busy with WWE, really busy with the WWE, and that stuff. And think about it: if he's supposed to be fighting Wilder on February 22nd, then he should already be getting ready for training camp. You know what I mean? Should not be doing WWE activities, because as we know, those are physical strenuous activities. So should not be doing WWE activities, should not be doing UFC activities. You know what I mean? So I don't think that Tyson Fury is getting ready for this fight, and I don't think that Tyson Fury, like Killer Kill said, is going to show up in this fight. And that's just my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? If he does, that would be nice, because we know he won't be ready for Wilder, because he's been messing with WWE superstars and training with the UFC dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to get him ready for Wilder. Even though it's wrestling, even though it's UFC, that's not going to get him ready for Wilder. That's not going to get him ready for the Bronze Bomber. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think that Tyson Fury got no intentions on going into this rematch on February 22nd. And that's just my honest opinion, man. And hopefully I'm wrong, because I do want to see Deontay Wilder knock out Tyson Fury. I'm just saying. I don't know if y'all want to see that, but I want to see Wilder knock out Fury. He's just going to run his line, gypsy mouth. I feel you. Hey, you know them. You know they say the gypsies can't be trusted, man. An Irish person actually told me that too. Gypsies can't be trusted. Irish person told me that. But like I said, I don't think that Tyson Fury is showing up for that rematch. When y'all watch the video back, y'all tell me in the description. I don't think that Tyson Fury is showing up for this goddamn rematch. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he is. But we know that AJ and Andy Ruiz, they are both showing up for their rematch in 2 weeks. It's going to be lit, and I'm mad excited about it. Hey, Coach Kilovac Kills Quarter, man, he says that AJ is going to lose again. Sad news if he does, but I'm rooting for AJ. Let's go, Anthony Joshua. Hey, and hopefully Andy Ruiz comes in game, you know what I'm saying, and brings his A game, and we get a great fight out of it, because as boxing fans, you know what I'm saying, that's our victory right there. That's our win right there, when we get to see a great fight and we are happy with the fight. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're not happy with the outcome of who won, you know what I'm saying, that we are happy with the fight. You know what I mean? That's our victory, like I said. So hopefully Andy Ruiz comes in their game and we get a great fight. The first fight was a good action-packed fight, high drama, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we get the same thing this fight. You know what I'm saying? A great fight for boxing and great fight for the fans. And Jamel Charlo, Tony Harrison, that fight wasn't as entertaining, you know what I mean? And wasn't as such a big fight as the heavyweights, but still a great fight and still a good fight for boxing. And I think that the rematch will be a more entertaining fight and a better fight than the first fight was. And Wilder and Fury was a good fight for the heavyweight division, was a good fight for boxing. And I also believe that that rematch will be better than the first fight, and a good fight for boxing and a good fight for the fans if Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, shows up for that one. But hey, you guys smash on the like button on. Been on here for 40 minutes. I'm gonna start doing more live streams and get back on the hour and a half live streams. But right now we're gonna end this one. Thank you guys for joining me in the live stream. Shout out to Killer Kill. Shout out to Benedict Perilous. Killer. Hey. But y'all know what it is, man. Protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's real life boxing.